Hey guys, and welcome back to the R&T show. It is a girl, Tina Charmer,
and I am Rachel Paswa. Cheers!
So in this season, the conversations have indeed stepped up a notch.
Guys and girls, it's about to get so lit. This is the R&T show after all. Stay tuned for more content.
Yes, welcome back guys. Thank you so much for joining. If you're watching this video, it means that you have already watched part 1. For you to understand what's going on in part 2, darling, you are good. Welcome guys. So we're continuing with the topic from previously. We found out what we're insecure about. Yes, about that particular person. So with me personally, this person was not in my league. In a sense where like we're not working the same paths in life, but somehow there was this sense of insecurity that I felt when I saw her. I don't know why I felt like that. I was bothered because I'm thinking, why am I feeling like this? And you know, one thing is with me, right? Last year I was doing a lot of introspection. Oh, the word. Wait, that made me feel some type of way because I really took 2020 close to the end of the year. I was really trying to work on myself. But that specific day made me realize that whoa, all that work,
a lot of work to do.
I still have a lot of work to do, and I confided in her like about how I felt. I was really uncomfortable to like, how do you like express to someone else that you're feeling jealous of someone or envious or insecure?
It's something people don't always talk about.
Like okay, it took me a lot, but I was like, hey, this is how I felt about this particular person.
And why was I feeling that way?
And like I don't know why I'm feeling this way because you know for sure I've been working on myself, and I'm kind of disappointed in myself because I thought I've come this far, and stuff like that. And I confided in her, and guess what? Like she was actually feeling the same. And, then she was like, oh my god, for real? She's like, for real?
Yeah.
I'm just like, Tina. We have a long way to go. Let's give it a name. Let's give the individual a name. Let's say piano.
Yeah, so like
Piano,
I used to look up to me at some point. So like for me it was a matter of if this person looks up to me, then why do I feel some type of way? And for me, I still don't understand why I felt that way that day. I don't know.
Oh no, we spoke. I said that it could be that because these people look up to you, right?
You somehow feel not intimidated. You somehow feel like pressure, like okay, cool, I'm supposed to be a certain type of way. Yes.
We
Yes, that was actually yes. That was
because you and I spoke. We confided in each other.
Yes.
So we tried to assess why we feel this way.
Were we envious?
And then we asked each other like we literally nailed it down to because these people there is also a lot of people that look up to me for whatever it is reason, whatever reason, we look up to you for whatever reason. But because of that pressure of them always looking up to you, and then like people can look up to you unknowingly, but there's some people that look up to you with like they even tell you like hey.
Yes.
Those that tell you you feel so much pressure, you're pressured to always try and like
let's say for instance, you bump into them in the road and you're not dressed the way you always come across as. That's where the pressure comes in.
So we nailed it down to what it was. It was pretty much that. It was that the fact that there's so much pressure because they look up to us.
Yeah. And another topic that we wanted to talk about is toxic family members. What is good?
Your family is your exact immediate family, and everyone after that is your what you call them, your extended family members. I need to differentiate between the two because your family members can also be one of those people, toxic people in your life. Yeah, and like it's not you can't eliminate them because they're gonna be part of your life on very crucial moments in your life.
When you are in
birthdays, you need them. Marriages, weddings, etc. Those kind of events, they are family. And I mean, it's quite touchy for some people. Some people may be uncomfortable. But we're speaking from our experiences. I'm sorry not to offend you or trying to cause some form of whatever in your life and how you live it. But like the reality of it is that you need to know like limits.
I learned the hard way because why I say this is because when I left high school, I realized that adults aren't always right. I feel like that's one of the hardest things I had to learn in life, that just because he's older than you doesn't mean that he's right, doesn't mean that he's correct.
You always be a learner as a child.
Yes, you always be a learner and you cannot have your own opinion.
Let me just add this. Actually, what I've come to realize is that we are all learners. Even your parents are still learning. Literally, everyone is learning. And for me personally, my experience with this whole thing called family is that I just came to realize that it's not what people paint it to be. During the good times, during the good times, all is well with family members. And I personally have learned the hard way to believe that your immediate family is your actual family. The other people that are always barging in to know if you're past, to know if you of course pass it and like pass your exams and pass your grades and
doing good,
checking out you how you doing, how far, how this, are you
carrying ballet, are you making moves, are you
guess what, they're not asking because they care, they're asking because they want to know what's happening in your life. And like I feel like even like with extended family members, we should know when to have our boundaries, the same way we are able to delete friends and like end relationships and know when to end stuff. With family members, we must also like know where to put them. Like you have casual friends, you have best friends, blah blah. You also should also have that in your family. Like don't like tell your uncles,
your personal issues,
or your mother's.
But sometimes you know that sometimes
your story.
Sometimes you don't actually tell them your personal issues. It's more so
our close family members
that spill the beans for us, and then before you know, the entire all our family members know, and then it just becomes a scandal. Like, I feel like it kind of breaks you in a certain way, because like you never know where that story could lead. You know,
the intention.
Yeah, and it would ruin you as a person, because like your parents are putting your shit out there, and now it's up to them to choose whether they want to put it out or not. And 90% of the time it's out there already. A lot of people know about it.
And also like stuff. The worst part is that whatever it is, whether it is positive or negative, external people always wanna look for the negatives and stuff like that. Need to protect
even people in general, we like to look for negative. So it's essential to have that communication at home, as in, can you not put my things out there? Can we really stop, because it's gonna affect me at some point? So it's more so protecting the family. Like you need to find a way to be secretive as a family. There's certain things you just can't put out there for people, because then you're really ruining your own child's reputation without even knowing.
True. And also like that's even like family or friends, people that are in your circle. You get those people that are outside people that are also that are around you in your neighborhood. These are people like your neighbors and stuff like that. That always want to barge in.
But you know, it's funny because then even with neighbors, like in certain situations, like you get neighbors that you can see their trouble and you try best to actually stay away from them, but they just keep coming and you don't know how to get them to leave. And how do you actually do that? Because you don't want to come across as mean, but then again, this person will not stop. Like, there can be drama taking place in your house. Stay home and lock your doors and mind your own business. It's difficult. They just want to come out and be like, what happened? So
you can't control.
Yeah, you can't really control.
Like, how do you? Yeah, that's actually a very good question, because sometimes you have your own life, your own personal life, and you have these people that are toxic. They're just gonna take your news, because I mean things happen to everyone. We all have like certain things that has happened to us that we don't want everyone else to know about, and we can't be in control of it all. There's certain aspects of a relationship that is crucial, like in terms of loyalty, in terms of like
even with family members as well.
Yes, like you can't. Yeah, like that's true. Like with family members, you need to like be on the same page.
Like don't look up to your parents, or don't look up to your extended family the way you look up to your immediate family.
Yes, like don't be that person who's gonna like do that, because at the end of the day, that person's immediate family has got their own children and sets of
their own bloodlines. They're
going on, like and the reality is everyone has a best interest wherever the heart prefers. So you never truly know what will happen if your parents are no longer existing, and then your uncle was part of your life because your mom was around. Now that your mom is no longer around, you start to see true colors, and you think to yourself, but I thought that is possible, and that's gonna hurt, and that's gonna cause you to like be resentful to like people.
It's gonna make you a small person.
Yeah, and now if you like, for me, I've been in a situation where with friends like that, it has taught me like to be very vigilant, very aware of like who I bring in my circle. And one thing you told me which was so powerful and good was like, people always have an assumption of you, and people also have an expectation, because also you allow people to think of you this way, whereas you are that way. Now they're used to you this way, and now that you want to change to be that way, it's a problem. It's going to be a problem.
It's going to be a problem.
So, on n'a pas qu'à changer. Problem.
I'm not taking this anymore. So that's why I just prefer be yourself, do how you like to be done. Don't wait for the person next door. If you change, it's okay to change, because guess what, babe? Change is good. Okay?
Okay, guys, thank you so much. It's been lovely. I'm glad that we did this, because it was really something that we didn't talk about. And this is definitely the platform where we want to bring unfiltered topics, unfiltered real life circumstances and stuff like that, where we share about our personal stuff and everything, be it the ugly, the disgusting, the like whatever. We're not gonna shy away from it. Of course, we're not gonna be like super open about certain things, because we want to protect other people's images as well.
Yes.
We don't want to do that. And but at the end of the day, like, we need to be real. So this was the RNT show, signing out.